All right, welcome back. We have our two new DLC exclusive characters,
As you wish.
the Mad Monk, the Fishy Monk, and the new Aumaua, the Barbarian. Right? She was a Barbarian.
Tell me.
I will. Yeah, she's a Barbarian. She gets rage, right? Guess we'll find out shortly. We'll level her up in just a little bit. Before we do that, we have several things to check. The Temple of Ondra, Therisk's house, and Idurin's wagon. I guess I'll start off with the wagon. Anything to sell me? Goods? Wares? The Orlin bows to you. Ah, the adventurer who saved the village. So good of you to visit my humble wagon. I am Idurin. Well, how's business, Idurin? He gestures at the village around him. Poor, like this place. Not much coin to be made trading in furs and fish. Fair. Though I imagine if you were after coin, you wouldn't be really trading in this region in the first place. I came to the White March because I assumed there would be no competition. Oh, well, you're not wrong. And I have none, because there's nothing to compete over out here. Would you like to trade? Sure, but hold on. If you're not making the money, why are you still here? His eyes lower. I was rather vocal about my inevitable success with my friends and family. If I gave up and returned with little more than I left, then his hands ball into fists. No, it won't be like that. I'm not giving up yet. Well, I suppose if we manage to open up Durgan's battery, that could turn things around, and maybe you being here already will give you actually a significant advantage. You know, before anyone else realizes what's happening, you'll have already secured yourself a steady stream of business. Show me what you have for sale. So that's making a significant assumption that we will be successful. An exceptional hunting bow. Nice. Though I don't really need that right now. Raiment of Whale's Eyes. Defense against Charmed and Confused. Pretty good increase in defense against them. And a little bit against Dominated. But all in all, that's kind of nice. And then grants Mirrored Image when hit by a critical hit. Second level wizard spell. That one is actually a little better. Extra plus 25 until hit or critically hit for 60 seconds. Granted, since it only works when you're critically hit, it's a little less good. Probably not worth it for our characters. I think I liked what you had on better. Yeah, I'd rather have the extra DR. Ultimate Hat of Alluring Perfection. Oh, yeah. +2 might, +2 con. In exchange for your intellect and resolve. You become bigger, stronger, and dumber. And weaker-minded. I don't think we're going to want that. Well, -2 resolve, that's only going to give you -2 deflection, right? If that's the case, this actually might be decent for Edir. Rufik's Watchful Cloak Mark II. +2 enemies needed to flank. Ooh. And +2 perception. Gives you more accuracy and reflex. And a bonus to interrupt. That might be good for Edir, actually. What do you currently have on? I would need to see what the penalty for being flanked is before making that decision. He is frequently flanked, I think. I think that ring is providing more deflection than usual. Riona's buckle. +5 accuracy when below 50% endurance. I don't like that requirement. I do like these gauntlets of accuracy, though. Potion of Barring Death's Door. Prevents death for 20 seconds. Nice. I assume that doesn't mean you can't be knocked unconscious, though. I mean, you'd have to be expecting death and then drink that potion. Yeah, that one ring is better than our minor rings of deflection. Extra +4. Should probably get that. You, as well, could use some extra equipment. The helmet would actually be kind of perfect for Zahua. All right, we're spending a lot of money here. Most of it, in fact. We'll build it back up, of course, with our stronghold, but still. Oh, and of course we have you, too. Well, you wear light armor. Your own special light armor. Extra 25% healing and movement speed. Okay, I'll let you keep that for now. Weapon-wise, you find battle axe and fine sword, as well as a morning star. I might have some unique items for you there. Let's give you the gauntlets of accuracy, though. Give you the cloak. Increases the number of enemies needed to flank you. And we'll give the plus fortitude, will, and reflex to Zahua. I'll also give him the simpleton helmet. He looks so stupid. Oh, poor guy. And of course, ring of deflection to you. Give the minor to, actually, I should give this to you instead. He doesn't like to avoid getting hits. Avoid taking hits. But you probably do. Alright. We have a bunch of items here. First off, let's replace your fine sword with an exceptional sword. And we don't have an exceptional battle axe for you, unfortunately. We do have an exceptional morning star, though. Okay. Because now I want to see if any of these unique weapons would be better for you. Okay, this one would give extra damage against prone or stunned enemies, but also it's more accurate. But it also fits a barbarian quite well as a club. I'm not sure it would actually be more damage, though, even if they're prone. I know, 20% of 18. It's just under 4. It's like just under 4 extra damage. So it would be close to the same damage, but it's also fast. That probably is better than the fine battle axe. The flail, it's got close to the same damage. 10% extra damage is burn, which I don't think is accounted for there. This one also converts grazes to hits, has a lot more attack speed, and then plus 25% burn damage, and it's exceptional. That was probably is better than the battle axe. Whispers of Yenwood. Let's compare that against the sword. It's not exceptional, I don't think. Oh, this is one that's good against spirits, though. Yeah, I probably don't need that one. This one does improve her ability to hurt and damage while she's hurt. I don't really like having to rely on that, though. The plus 10 accuracy to allies attacking the same target is pretty nice, though. Let's compare the S stock, the exceptional S stock, against the exceptional Morningstar. Both slow. Morningstar has better interrupt. Same damage. This one has DR bypass, though, which isn't insignificant at all. Honestly, probably more valuable than the an increased interrupt. This one's pierce damage, though, instead of crush. I think crush is typically has lower DR against it anyways. Ooh, this one's not exceptional, but it does restore endurance. 20% of damage is endurance. That's kind of nice. Very tempting. Especially she's a barbarian. She probably hits hard. A little lower damage, a little lower accuracy. But yeah. Oh, here we go. Something that actually might be better for once. Both average, both same interrupt. This one's slightly more damaging. Has 3 DR bypass. Only plus for accuracy when attacking the same target as an ally. And 25% damage when attacking the same target as an ally. Otherwise, it is... Ooh. Plus 45% damage and plus 4 accuracy. Well, that's already accounted for, though. Just like this one is, actually. Yeah, Riven Wing's a little better. Ooh, this one restores damage, though, as well. Unforgiven. Or ability to restore endurance. That's seriously valuable. That'd be good in the offhand. I do like this Raven Wing, though. Maybe I'll give her an alternate, an extra slate of weapons to use. I can switch if she ever needs to restore endurance, or I can just switch her to this weapon anyways, so. Alright, we've given them the items we can. One other thing was, I feel like I would like... it's 8 less deflection, but the thing is it has retaliation. Considering how much he gets hit, I feel like this would actually be really good for Edir. Every time they hit him, they have a chance to suffer 6 to 10 pierce damage. Let's give it to him for now and just see how he likes it, how it feels. Alternatively, I could give it to her.
As you wish.
All right, up to Thirsk's house. Hello.
It must be soon.
Thirsk.
2 days, no more.
What are you talking about? Anything up here that you don't want? No. Well, what are you talking about? 2 days, no more? This dwarf is busy staring into the fire, slowly puffing away on his pipe. As you greet him, he's visibly startled and his pipe clatters to the floor.
Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. My ears aren't what they used to be.
He stoops, wincing, to retrieve his pipe. When he rises again, he has a hand against his side. Are you hurt?
Wasn't the ogres, I can tell you that. Put a few arrows in one of those and they generally have the good sense to back off.
Except when they're raiding the village, I imagine. They definitely didn't back off after I put a few... Well, I didn't put arrows into them. I guess I put bullets into them.
But I've been hunting this wolf for near a year now. A man-eater.
Oh, no.
cunning, nasty thing. Every time I get close, it just slips away.
Is this a dire wolf? You know, intelligent.
The beast has already claimed many lives. The first victim was my son, Saldrin.
Oh, man. Sorry. Thirsk looks down at his pipe for a moment, features hardening. Can understand why you're hunting it, then. Zawa leans in eagerly. Go on? Thirsk furrows his brow for a moment, but continues anyway. Don't sound too eager about this man losing his child, Zawa.
Got the better of me this last time. Distracted me long enough for one of its kin to turn up. Nearly bit me clean in half.
Yikes.
I'm a few weeks out from trying again.
You said that this thing is a wolf?
No ordinary wolf. A monster. This creature is big.
A dire wolf.
And I see the signs it leaves behind. The mess it made to the last couple of hunters and the elk.
Yeah. Definitely gotta be careful of it.
Doesn't always finish its meals. Damn thing might be sick. Might have a bullet in its jaw. Something.
I can promise if I see it, I'll put another in its jaw.
In any case, it needs to be put down.
Where is the beast?
It roams the russet wood out to the west. Seems to have decided the lake is a good place to find prey.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be heading to that lake to find a pearl anyways. So...
It's picked off some scattered ogres from time to time. But mostly it's been going after hunters, travelers.
Right. I imagine they're easier targets than ogres. Can you tell me about your previous encounters?
Nothing to tell. Near misses, all of them. One time he clambered right up the cliffs to avoid my snares.
Jeez.
Another time, he chased a bear into my camp.
Jeez. This thing is dangerous enough to chase a bear. Yikes.
I nearly had him once. I could hear him below, eating, and I had the gun aimed right for him. Until the wind changed.
Man.
He charged headlong into the tree to get at me. Nearly knocked me off my perch. And when I righted myself, he was gone.
Damn. He's your white whale, I guess. Though you have a better reason for hunting him, I suppose. I'll keep an eye out then.
It needs doing. But I warn you, this beast is not to be trifled with. It must make its lair somewhere to the west. If you mean to go there, keep your wits about you.
Oh, we will. Worry not.
Watch yourself on the mountain. In these lean times, everything looks like prey to something.
Yeah, I imagine it'll find us, really. And, well, when the time comes, we'll handle it. Or die. Who are you, though?
I'm Thiersch. I've lived here long enough that Kith have started calling me the Old Hunter.
That's a cool
about
title.
all I can say for myself. Coming to your elders for advice, is it? What can I do for you?
Well, yeah, Theodore said I should talk to you before I head to Longwatch Falls. And good thing you did. Hot springs north of the road are crawling with Lagufath. I'm surprised Tildor found himself out there. The thing to know about the Lagufath is they're fast. Tolerant to cold, too, so try another angle of attack. No cone of cold, got it. Probably not so tolerant to heat, though, maybe fireball. Something seems to occur to him. He pats his pockets, clenching his pipe between his teeth. These'll come in handy. Use 'em if you get in trouble. He hands out you a few sealed bottles. The old hunter looks you up and down, puffing on his pipe. Oh, some mirrored image potions. Nice, thank you. If I'm being honest, though, I'd say those beasts are still going to be a challenge for you. Maybe. We'll see. They probably are going to overwhelm me with numbers, at least. I know you held your own against those ogres, but it might be wise to wait a spell before taking on these Lagufath. He taps his pipe ash into the fire pit. In other words, they're a game's way of telling you, if you've just gotten here, this is one of the more difficult encounters. Probably. Can you tell me about Stalwart, the city?
Well, I can tell you it won't be here much longer if things go on as they are. With the mines closed, we've lost what put us on the map in the first place.
Right.
We're losing people every month. Too many mouths to feed and not enough to support them. Even the game's dwindling.
Yeah, I guess there's no real reason for this village to be here.
I've been lucky. I've hides and horns enough to keep the traders happy, but now the ogres are picking the rest of us off.
Yeah. Well, we'll try. We'll do what we can to help this village prosper once more. It's what we're hired to do. Can you tell me about those ogres? Only that they've been coming down in force again and again, trying to drive us out or kill us outright.
The moment we started looking into Durgan's battery, it was like we'd kicked a hornet's nest.
Interesting. Huh. Are they or someone controlling them retaliating for that? Curious.
You made a good showing against that last group, by the way. I think you've given them reason to think twice about coming back.
At least for a while, hopefully. Why is the hunting so poor? The wolf and the ogres, basically?
It's been a colder season than usual, and the elk herds aren't faring well. We're stuck fighting with the ogre clans and the wolves over what's left.
Yeah.
And not to mention the occasional beast. We've lost a lot of young hunters.
Right. Oh yeah, has the legacy struck Stalwart as well?
It has. We had some hope in the early days that we'd be spared, isolated as we are. That hope died in a hurry.
Interesting. I assume that means there must be an Ingwithan ruins somewhere nearby. I don't think their range is that great. Well, maybe. Because we don't really know.
Not everyone's been so unlucky, of course. You'll see a few pampered sprats around.
Treating them like precious stones won't see them grow up any faster, if at all. A sudden sorrow in his features belies his soft laughter. Yeah. Son. Poor guy. He must have some interesting hunting stories.
Long hours checking snares and waiting out elk, mostly. Used to hunt some of the big ones. Bear, stelgar. But up here, it comes down to necessity.
Right. And yeah, hunting is really just a lot of waiting for the most part.
Which means keeping Stalwart fed, or else keeping it safe. Thing is, the last hunt didn't go so well, as you can see.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for your assistance, Thirsch. I promise I'll kill this wolf for you if I see it. Oh, and we got an addendum to the thermal pearl. Last stop before we head out. The great white yonder. Hello, you all. Here's Lufta. In case you try to engage in combat. We'll save, and I want to talk to this Kixetl first. A young man dressed in sturdy leathers glares at you. The creases in his face, tanned despite the scarce sunlight of the region, suffer a slight twitch as you approach him. I've got nothing for you. Speak with Lofta if you must. He turns away, his nose wrinkled. All right. Veins course under this woman's pale skin like icy fissures, yet, when she speaks, her voice flows warm and soothing. Ondra welcomes you into her embrace. Her features soften into a look of practiced compassion. We're here to ease the pain of your past, ready to take your burdens. With a thin smile, she nods. If you let the goddess help you with your hardships, of course. Tell me about Ondra. Ondra's the goddess of redemption. Deep like an ocean and gentle as a mother, she's here to relieve her children of their darkest burdens. We came here to aid the villagers, to heal the wounds of the past that fester in their souls. I thought Ondra was the goddess of loss and mourning, not redemption. Let's say... The priestess crosses her arms and shifts her weight. Common notion. Others may believe so, but the goddess's mysteries are profound. Her true power lies in redeeming your loss and regret. I see. Was there something else you wanted to talk about? I mean, a couple things. First, I'd like to know about the gift bearers. Gift bearers do Ondra's most valued work. They carry the material burdens of unfortunate souls into her embrace, so that the goddess may help them forget. Right. And some worshippers of Barath visited you recently? Little happens around here that doesn't end in the mouths of villagers, but we're obliged to assist everyone, regardless of their faith. There's nothing wrong with followers of Barath, is there? A group of women came to us, yes. Their leader wanted to know of Durgan's battery. I obliged and pointed them in its direction. They left as quietly as they arrived, which didn't make us any less concerned about their true intentions. This place has grown dangerous enough already. I see. Well, let's cut to the chase. Okrun and his heirloom. The dwarf already asked. We gave him the counsel he needed. Slight irritation sharpens her tone. We gave him the counsel he needed. She seems to catch herself, modulating her voice back to a pleasant timbre. And naturally, we'll do what we can for you, too. Ask what you will. Well, Okrun wants his medallion back. She brings her hands together and nods. Okrun, how often we let the shadows of the past become a burden even to others. That medallion, it weighs on Okrun's mind. You're kind to help, but what he really needs is to cast away those memories. I see. Yeah, isn't that for him to decide, though? No right to appeal, then. How convenient. Yeah, isn't that for him to decide? He did. He understood the solace that the goddess can give to those like him. It was explained to him that many have second thoughts, but one does not withdraw something offered to a goddess. In time, the memories fade, and they come to see the wisdom of their original pledge. His belongings, his past, now rest in Ondra's realm, to be forgotten, so that the wounds of the soul may heal. This is the will of the goddess. I see. If only I had more lore. Let's suppose Okrun has moved on. Tell me where his heirloom is. I'm not gonna steal it. They're gonna... Well, I'm sure it's here. He hasn't, and that's the point. Lofta crosses her arms. Besides, you have no authority. No authority here. All right, there's no changing your mind. No, there isn't. And I hope you realize that it's best to let things be as they are. For now, I do. Until I get more lore or something to argue with you about. Oh.
When did Durance get bird legs?
What? Did Durance get bird legs? What? It seemed like Okrun was coming to see what I had to say for a second there. Alright, time to level you up. You can probably use a lot of athletics. Athletics and survival. But we'll get that in a minute. Accurate carnage. Barbarian learns to line up his or her most savage blows, improving the accuracy of secondary attacks from carnage. Okay, but what does carnage exactly do? Barbaric blow. Deals a massive blow, causing additional crits and extra damage on crits. Carnage is not affected. Once per encounter. Full attack. Okay. Plus 25% ability area of effect. Plus 30% hits converted to crits. And I like the sound of that, actually. We'll keep it. Alright, Frenzy. Sends the barbarian into a frenzied state, gaining might, con, and attack speed, causing a deflection penalty against incoming attacks. It's a classic barbarian ability. Oh, while Frenzy's active, her endurance and health are concealed. Dangerous. But very strong. Presumably when it ends, if, the damage is only into the temporary hit points, then it stays with the temporary hit points. Savage Defiance. Channels her own irrepressible determination, regenerating a large amount of endurance. Once per encounter, has a lot of endurance. That is very tempting. Blooded causes Barbarian to lash out. When in pain, granting a bonus to damage for as long as his or her endurance is below 50%. Maybe. Wild Sprint. 3 times per rest. Able to charge with reckless abandon, allowing her to ignore the movement. Ignore the movement stop of engagement, and gain bonus to all defenses against disengagement attacks. Interesting. I think Frenzy makes the most sense here. That or Savage Defiance. We'll stick with Frenzy for now, though. Alright. Greater Frenzy. An extra +2 might and con. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Let's give you some more athletics. Currently at 3. So second one only gives you 35 endurance. Brute Force. Hits so hard that ordinary means of defense can be easily overpowered. On attacks that normally target deflection, the barbarian will instead attack fortitude if it is the lower defense. Oh, and it's passive. That is really tempting. And one stands alone. His fortitude is almost always lower, right? Makes a courageous stand against all attackers, grants a melee damage bonus. The barbarian is adjacent to 2 or more enemies. Cannot be flanked unless engaged by more than 3 enemies. I would rather have Brute Force. And Savage Defiance. But we'll start with Brute Force. Alright, time for Accurate Carnage finally. And what we got here now? Savage Defiance is tempting, of course. It's either thick-skinned, just straight up +3 damage reduction, permanent, against Slash, Pierce, and Crush. That's also very tempting. Threatening Presence, 1.48 meters from caster. Sickened for 3.5 seconds, accuracy. No. Bloodlust, just straight up 20% attack speed increase. Wait, when does that trigger? Once she is personally downed at least 2 enemies. So she has to strike the killing blow against 2 enemies, then her attack speed increases. But only for 9.2 seconds. Not better than Savage Defiance or Thick-Skinned. And then Bloodthirst. After killing an enemy, the barbarian's recovery is waived, allowing them to attack again immediately. Oh. That's actually pretty nice, too. But once again, I think Thick-Skinned and Savage Defiance are priorities. I think Savage Defiance first and foremost. Because she's going to take a lot of damage, probably. She could really use 2-weapon style. All right, and our final one here, probably. Barbaric Shout's new. Twice per rest, area effect 8.85 meter radius, so very large. And versus Will, Terrified for 23 seconds. That's pretty good. Lasts for a decent amount of time. Targeting Will isn't bad. Vengeful Defeat. Exact a final revenge. The barbarian is reduced to 0 endurance, causing him or her, causing her to perform instant carnage full attacks at everyone in range within 2 meters. Well, that is fun. That is a lot of fun. Full attack against everyone within 2 meters of her. Yeah, Thick-Skinned or Vengeful Defeat are probably the 2 best, followed by Barbaric Shout. But we do already have good, debuffs thanks to my mages, my casters. And it's per encounter is always better than per rest. I think I'm going to go with the +3 damage reduction for now. All right. Oh. As you step outside, the heavy wooden door of the temple slams shut behind you. You hear someone barring it from the other side. Well, shoot. It sounds like the priests have engaged in an agitated conversation. You get the sense that they are discussing you, but you're also certain that the door is too thick to eavesdrop through. Although there may be other places nearby you'd stand a better chance. Oh. Hello. Could you? How could they what? The wooden shutters of the temple's window close tight, muffle a set of voices coming from within the building. You can't quite make this sense of the murmur, but cracking a shutter open would likely help. A rusty iron latch holds the window shutters closed. With care, you should be able to unfasten it without being noticed. All right, let's unfasten the latch. You carefully begin to lift the latch from its metal hook. Halfway there, the rusted iron resists with a screech. You freeze, listening to the voices in hopes the priests didn't hear. Your conversation continues uninterrupted. Let's try some oil. Do I have oil? You grab the latch and apply just the right amount of oil, nudging the metal until its rust gives way without a sound. Carefully, you pull the window shutters open enough to let the voices flow through. You hear a man speaking, his tone agitated. Too dangerous. Who else will His sentence cuts as if the man were speaking to all sides of the room. About what we do here. What then? Are these really Ondra priests? Or are they not, and they're actually just pretending to try to get valuable items from people? You recognize Lofta's voice responding. Why would she? And with all those dangers near the battery, Our gift bearer won't delay. I expect the man interrupts her. Or they could just be corrupt priests. You always expect. Look where that's taken us. A dying village. Ogres at the walls. Ixtli's not back yet, and now I have to do this. His voice drops and seethes, muffling what he has to say. This what? After a moment, Laughter replies, "Do you think I wanted this? That I could have known in advance?" A pause ensues, its tension growing until the priestess's voice cuts it in half. We can't wait for him. We must fish out the last batch, quickly. After that, we'll decide. Fish out the last batch. The man responds in a broken voice, barely audible. You only distinguish the last words. I'll go. Their exchange seems to end. Cautiously, you step away from the window of Ondra's temple. There he is. I don't think I would have been able to convince her to give up the relic regardless at this point. Where did you go? I don't think they're legitimate priests anymore. Oh, what did I just do? Alright, I don't see him in the village. He's probably off somewhere that we'll have to just find. Right, there's Durgan's Battery, there's Longwatch Falls, and then the Russet Wood, which I think was where the ogres were. Or maybe not. Oh, this is why we were talking about the Bareth worshippers. It was the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull, right? Okay, yeah, they were a death cult. That is a reason to be, to not like them so much. Well, let's just head to the Russet Wood for now. See what we find.
Scenic marches and campfire feasts.
Yeah?
Like the good old days on the Valian front. You got any memories like that, Adair?
Well, let's see. Sometimes we'd march 2-3 days without sleep.
Oh, fun.
Start seeing things that weren't there.
Nice thing about mercenary work is you can always quit.
Well, I suppose. Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun, Eder. Ooh. A winter wolf? You're not the one we're after, are you? We can talk to it. This wolf lies in the snow, panting with exhaustion and pain. An arrow has pierced its foreleg, jutting gruesomely from the animal's flank. The wolf growls softly as you approach, tail between its leg. Let's calm the wolf first. You approach the wolf slowly, speaking in low and calm tones. Gradually, the wolf stills, though it still gazes up at you fearfully. Let's examine the wound. The wolf appears to have crossed a hunter's path. A silver arrow juts from the wolf's right foreleg, embedded a short distance into the limb. Even so, you suspect that trying to remove the arrow without knowledge and care could provoke further injury. Hold on. I have a chanter. Oh, no, I don't. Shoot. Well...
Yes.
Let's see what we can do. Let's try and remove the arrow. Zawa moves forward to aid the animal. Oh, he can. Does he have triage? Your efforts to calm the wolf seem to have paid off, for the creature remains still, save for the occasional whimper. Zawa carefully removes the arrow, and then binds the wound. Barely an instant after he is finished, the wolf suddenly scrambles to its feet. It regards you for a few long moments, and then sets off through the trees at a limping trot. Aw, poor pup. I love dogs and wolves.
Yes.
Hopefully it remembers us and, we'll tell its wolf friends not to attack us or anything of the like. Let's actually
Laying low.
stealth our way across. In case I run into any ogres or anything. Nothing south. These are cool ice crystal formations. Oh, there's a winter wolf. A different one. And some feral druids. Oh, they killed something. Get over there. You, get over there. You two. Let's launch a fireball over here. And secret horrors. Yeah, why not?
Lead the way.
Good. Durance, give me an interdiction here.
So much.
Oh, that's I guess this is the druid's transformation. All right. Now, you have Savage Defiance once per encounter, right? That was your healing. Your Frenzy once per encounter, right? You have a Barbaric Yell twice per encounter. Can frighten your enemies. And Barbaric Blow, of course. I don't see anything about Carnage, though. There it is. The barbarian's attacks have become so forceful as to impact others around the target enemy. Every successful melee attack, the barbarian makes reduced damage attacks at all other enemies within a short distance of the target. Nice! Okay, that's fun. You want to give me a Barbaric Blow? Or perhaps I should go Frenzy first. Give a stunning blow against this feral druid over here, maybe. Or against this one, actually. I'll have to just arcane assault these guys. Okay, she's frenzied. Now, Barbaric Blow. Very good. Let's go ahead and get some Armor of Faith in here. And we'll whisper treason into this wolf's ears. Oh, jeez, he went down. Damn, Durance. Okay, you're hurt now. 9 wounds, wow. Torment's Reach. It's a cone. Reduces foes' might. And he gets a full attack. There was also, I think, a Flurry of Blows type. Yeah, Swift Strikes. There you go. That's just modal, right? Or no? Alright, keep attacking. Oh no, so that does use up a wound. Good to know. Yeah. Thrust. And then... I know. Torment's Reach. I've already used Swift Strikes, right? Nice. Okay, let's go Torment's Reach on you. And... what the hell? Do a Barbaric Yell.
Tell me.
No idea if it was effective. Gwyneth, are you... did you... why did you switch? Go back to your gun. Silly.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah, get out of there. There we go. Oh, that went decently. I suppose.
What is it?
You know, since we aren't really... we're still getting used to these two. I like how much endurance both of them have. That's kind of a nice change of pace.
Of course.
Alright. Let's go ahead and save. Oh, bye-bye, Stag. Some jerky. Did I find someone's stash? I don't know why I assumed... oh yeah, it was a hunter's camp. I don't know why I assumed I was near the edge of the map. Oh. This cracked wooden staff is nearly buried beneath the frost and snow. To your senses, the gathered essence shines like a beacon. Let's examine the area. The camp is long abandoned, and what remains is buried beneath a layer of ice and snow. The staff seems to be the sole item of note. The sole item of note. Pun probably not intended. Let's touch the broken staff. You reach out with your watcher's senses and feel this drifting soul surge forward as if eager to be heard. A feeling of fear and urgency ripples through you. Here, across the distance spanned by time and identity, you know only that you are out of time. A hunter? Druid?
Did you think to escape me by climbing a mountain? I would have tracked you across the sea, thief.
Nina Gauth. Gauth? I assume that's that person that we just saw. And that there is the, person they were tracking.
Please, Master, have mercy. I kept the grimoire hidden safely away, and I can take you to it.
You stole your master's grimoire. Yeah.
The book is nothing. If you had studied a little longer, you might have learned that. But no apprentice of mine will steal from me and live.
So it's just the principle of the matter then. But also, that's a bit harsh. I mean...
Wait, no!
hardly deserving of death. Damn. Wonder how. They said it was a long time ago. Wonder if this mage.
There's something ahead.
Oh, there's the grimoire.
I shall be discreet.
Is it not trapped? Oh, it's a map to the grimoire. This yellowed piece of parchment shows a rough drawing of a cluster of trees, but little else. It could be anywhere in the White March. Okay, so there's trees and then a rock surrounded by 2 creeks. Okay. And they said anywhere in the White March. Well, hopefully we remember that. Don't think it's in this area for sure. Alright. Well, with this discovery of a murder site and a treasure map, I think we'll call it for today. Next time, we'll continue exploring the White March. Until then.